Nokia is once again competing for the best entry-level tablet with its 10.36-inch Nokia T21, and it does a lot right. Fortunately, they eliminated the biggest flaw of its predecessor, and it gets a new feature, which is active pen support. In this review, you learn how good it is compared to Samsung's rivals, what we like about the device, and what its weaknesses are. Nokia currently offers the T21 for €279 with LTE and for €249 for the Wi-Fi version in Europe. It should cost roughly the same elsewhere. In this review, we compare it to the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 and S6 Lite 2022, which are both direct competitors. A plus point of the Nokia T21 is the good build quality and the high quality looking design. The sturdy silver grey aluminum casing with a plastic part for the antennas looks nice. It has a USB-C 2.0 port, a microSD card slot and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Such a port is still standard for inexpensive tablets. It's light enough at 471 grams and it's only 7.5mm thin. Another positive aspect is that the Nokia T21, like its predecessor, is protected against dust and water splashes according to IP52. However, it's not waterproof. Although there's no fingerprint scanner, it can be unlocked via facial recognition. Since only the webcam is used for this, it's not very secure. The T21 has an 8-megapixel camera with an LED flash on the back and an 8-megapixel camera on the front. The cameras are sufficient for snapshots and video chats and offer the possibility to record videos with a maximum of 1080p and 30 frames per second. However, the pictures are not very sharp and detailed. The cameras only deliver acceptable results in good lighting conditions, and the less light is available, the more the weaknesses of the camera become noticeable. The display of the Nokia T21 is good, but not great. It's a 10.36-inch 60Hz panel with a resolution of 2000 by 1200 pixels, and it's an IPS display with good viewing angle stability and solid contrast and color reproduction. With a brightness of 360 nits, the tablet is also sufficiently bright for at home, but a bit dark for outdoors. Just like the predecessor, it has a slightly bluish color cast that can be reduced a bit in the settings by adjusting the white balance. We like the fact that it supports active pens that use the Wacom WGP or Active ES 2.0 technology. A pen is not included when buying the tablet, you've got to get one extra separately. We tested it with the Lenovo Precision Pen 2, and the pen works, but especially in direct comparison with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, it is clear that the S Pen is noticeably more precise. It's cool that the stylus is supported now, but we can't really recommend it for this. It's great that Nokia's T21 can now stream Netflix in HD resolution thanks to a L1 Widefine DRM certification. If we look at the tablet in landscape mode, there are 2 speaker slots on the left and right respectively, which offer a good sound. It's possible to perceive a real stereo separation. However, there's still room for improvement in terms of volume. Furthermore, a bit more bass sound would be great. Inside the Nokia T21 runs the octa-core chipset Unisoc Tiger T612, which is clocked at 1.8 GHz. The tablet is equipped with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage. There's a version with Wi-Fi as well as with Wi-Fi plus LTE. According to our Geekbench 5 single and multi-core CPU test, the performance is very similar to the predecessor. A direct competitor is the already mentioned Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, which is even slightly more powerful. The Galaxy Tab A8, on the other hand, is on a very similar level as the Nokia. In the 3D Mark Wildlife test, the T21 performs minimally worse than the T20. The Galaxy Tab A8 beats both Nokia's, and the S6 Lite is more than twice as fast. Our real-world tests confirm the benchmarks, especially on the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. Gaming feels noticeably smoother compared to the T21, and higher graphics settings are available. The T21 can still handle light tasks like web browsing or watching YouTube videos without problems. Light multitasking, such as watching a video on YouTube and browsing the web at the same time, also works smoothly on the tablet. Despite the comparatively weak hardware, popular games like Pubg Mobile and Apex Legends can be played well. Pubg Mobile runs smoothly in the graphics setting Balanced and frame rate Medium. If you set the graphics to HD, the gameplay is a bit jerkier but still playable. However, the graphics setting cannot be set to HDR or higher. Apex Legends can be played smoothly in the graphics quality HD and frame rate normal. Even in the Ultra HD setting, only occasional stutters are noticeable. However, the highest graphics setting cannot be selected. The operating system itself also runs pretty smoothly, although not quite as smoothly as Samsung's competition. The Nokia T21 comes with Android 12. It is pure Android, which has hardly been adapted by Nokia, which is great. Only a few apps such as Netflix and Spotify are already pre-installed, but they can be deleted if necessary. Google's entertainment space is also pre-installed. You can see suggested content from Amazon Prime Video, Netflix, and YouTube there, for example. Google Kids Space is also on board. You can find suitable content for your children here. It's nice that the manufacturer promises monthly security updates for 3 years and 2 Android operating system upgrades. In our battery test, the Nokia T21 achieved a runtime of 6 hours. For this, we ran an HD YouTube video at maximum brightness in an endless loop. Is the Nokia T21 a great tablet? For its price, we think it's a solid tablet, but we cannot really recommend it because of its strong competition. The tablet's build quality is very good and the display and speakers are also solid. However, we would have liked the performance to have made a much bigger leap forward compared to the predecessor. We suspect that nothing has changed here due to inflation. It's nice that you can now watch Netflix in HD and that it supports an optional stylus is also good in principle, but there are simply 2 strong competitors in this price range. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite 2022 usually only costs a bit more and the S Pen is already included. Of course, we tested it as well. Buyers get a noticeably better performance, a better display and better sounding speakers with this tablet. Only the build quality of the T21 feels as good as that of the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite here. With everything else, the Samsung is a little bit better.